guys, what's up? A couple of months ago I made a video about hypothyroidism, and a lot of you guys wanted me to make a video about what I eat in a day. And I was like, okay, I can either carry around the camera with me all day long and just like film it like that, or I can sit down and like insert the photos and like talk. So I decided to do this because it's very hard for me to look presentable all day long. When I did kind of like first address the fact that like I had hypothyroidism and I had gone to the doctor, I did sort of go on a really strict vegan gluten-free diet. Since then I have kind of transitioned back into eating meat, which I eat very rarely, like beef and pork and stuff like that. I only will eat if I'm like out at a fancy restaurant and they have something that like that's their specialty. But 90% of the time I stick to eating chicken and mostly fish and egg whites, I guess, but not so much if I'm out and about. My diet is also still mostly gluten-free. I tend to stay away from that. But another reason why I had kind of like gone away from gluten was because I was having a lot of like skin rashes, and if you've ever seen, I still have a bit of a rash here and one on my leg, and I notice it kind of flares up when I have too much wheat. So I do tend to stay away from gluten just for that reason, but overall I kind of like sticking more to like rice, potatoes, vegetables, and fruits, and it has kind of weaned me off eating more and more bread. Especially now that I'm in my 30s, my metabolism is not what it used to be. So that was like a hard pill to swallow, but I'm like, you know what? I just gotta do this. So in terms of my eating, I have high carb days and low carb days. The high carb days are sort of where I eat a bit more food, especially like more carby foods. These are sort of for the days where I'm lifting heavy. For those of you who do not follow me on Instagram or have not seen my training videos, I do lift fairly heavy 3 to 5 days a week. Most of my training is done with the barbell, or I do a lot of like strongman stuff. So when I say I'm lifting heavy, for me that's probably between, I don't know, 250 to like 400 pounds. And so because I'm lifting a lot more, I'm burning a lot more calories, so my intake might be a little bit different. For those of you who are more into like yoga, or you have like a desk job, make sure you accommodate for that. And for those of you who are not going to the gym, my question is why? Like, get your ass to the gym, lift some heavy shit, feel good and badass about yourself, and call it a day, you know? So on my, let's start with a low carb day. For a low carb day, for breakfast, I'll have something like, I'll have 2 pieces of gluten-free toast with avocado and smoked salmon, and then I will fry an egg and kind of put that on top, and then I will have maybe a couple of berries on the side. Then after about 2 hours or so, I make myself a smoothie. I think a smoothie is such a good way to get in your calories and feel full and make sure you're not eating any kind of shit food. So I will throw in like coconut water and a scoop of protein. On my low carb days, I will have berries, and I will add a little bit of chia seed in there, and I'll blend it and drink it. This way I'm not consuming too many calories, but I'm getting my protein, and with the chia seeds I'm getting a nice like fat in there, and I have my berries and coconut water. And coconut water are also really rich in electrolytes, which is really good for your energy. And then for lunch, generally I stick to the staple chicken and rice. My version or variations with this chicken and rice is like, I don't know, I'll marinate the chicken with some kind of like seasoning. I sometimes will use like tandoori masala because I am Indian, so we have some Indian stuff at home. But if I'm not really feeling super exotic, I will add just like pepper and lemon, and I will cook it. I will have that in rice, and then sometimes to make it more exciting, I'll make like a fried rice. So I'll just have like rice, but then I'll add like egg whites and some like vegetables in there. I can add broccoli, carrots, whatever. I'll fry it up, and then like I'll have chicken with it. After that, in the evening, I generally don't have anything else, also because I'm normally working, so I will have like a cup of coffee. I do eat a lot of almonds throughout my day. I've noticed that since I started consuming more fat through avocado, almonds, almond butter and stuff like that, I used to have like a lot of migraines. Like, it was so weird, but they've started dissipating. And then when I come home for dinner, it's generally a repeat of what I had for lunch, but I will eliminate some of the carbs, and I will just have like chicken, but a bigger portion on my plate will be the chicken, and then the smaller portion will be the rice, and then that's kind of it. If I feel hungry at night, I have like protein powder in about 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, mix it up, and I eat it, and it kind of like gives me that feeling that I've had like a dessert. And I have a vanilla protein, so it's really nice. I have been getting my protein powder from Costco, from Kaizen, and it's like 30-40 bucks for like 5 pounds, I believe. It lasts forever, and then when I run out, I get more. I like having protein powder in vanilla because, like, if I want chocolate, I just add some cacao powder and it's like, ta-da, chocolate. So I can make any flavor I want. I can make fruity, I can make chocolate, I can make protein pancakes with it. High carb days are the days that I'm lifting. So this means I'm trying to eat more, but I'm eating less meals because I'm busier. Like, I have my own training to do. I have my training clients. I have my clients to train. I don't know where I learned English, okay? So I have like my own training to do, I have my clients to train. So this probably means like I'm in the gym anywhere between like, I don't know, 6 to 10 hours in that day. So I'm like, I don't have time to sit down and have as many incredible meals. So what I will do is in the morning, I have started having oats. I started with gluten-free oats that I was buying from Whole Foods, and holy shit, they're so expensive. I was like, no. The Indian in me is like, you can go to Walmart and get this for $2. So I did that. I just bought the Quaker oats. Initially, I couldn't eat them because like this thing started getting really itchy, so I had to stop eating oats completely. But now in the mornings, I am able to have oats. So I'll have about half a cup of oats with cinnamon and about a tablespoon of natural maple syrup. And then after that, I will have about 4 boiled eggs, and I will have 2 full eggs and 2 of just the like white. I won't eat the yolk from the middle, and I boil my eggs like a half boil. I don't like that like hard yolk. It's not good. So that will be my breakfast, and then before I go to the gym, now I will have like another high carb smoothie. So what I will do in this one is I'll have a scoop of protein, I'll add a banana, and then I will add almond milk, and I will add almond milk. Then I will add almond butter, like a big tablespoon of almond butter, and a lot of ice. I blend it and I drink it. Now, if you are going to have something heavy before you go to the gym, make sure you have that about an hour and a half to about 2 hours before your training, especially if you're doing strength training and you're doing like high intensity stuff. You gotta give this stuff time to metabolize and get into the body. So this is not something to have like a quick 10 minutes before you train. This is something I'll have like a good hour and a half to 2 hours before I work out. Do I have anything right before? Yep, I have coffee. That is my pre-workout. I used to take like a lot of supplements, but like over the last couple months, I'm just kind of like over it. For most of my training career, I have not taken a lot of supplements, but I've noticed like I am really enjoying minimizing like the amount of supplements I'm using. And you have to remember, supplements are just that. They are to supplement when you can't get the actual thing. For me right now, I'm not training at a very, very high intensity, so I just have like a cup of coffee right before I work out, and that kind of gives me the like pump I need. And then other than that, I'll just listen to really, really, really angry music and go work out. After I work out, normally I have clients, so my go-to meal sometimes is a protein pancake. I eat protein pancakes a lot because I have very, very long days, and in my job I don't really get to sit at a desk and eat. I'm like eating and watching my clients and like telling them what to do, so like I don't get to do that. So I make protein pancakes and I just like roll them up and I eat them. And if any Indians are watching this video, you know, as a kid your mom used to roll up like rotis with like stuff in it, and you just like take it to school and eat it for breakfast. I think that's kind of where that came from. For anyone who's interested in the recipe, I do share a lot of the stuff on Instagram, so you can go check that out. If I'm not able to get around to having that lunch, I will go like to a local what's it called, like a restaurant or whatever. I normally go to like the Greek or Middle Eastern restaurants, and I just ask them to give me rice and chicken. And this is like honest, I'm very bad at preparing lunch on my busy work days. So if I do prepare protein pancakes because they're super quick. I don't have to heat them up. I can eat them as is, and like that's it. So I will either have that or have chicken and rice. Okay, then when I come home from work, I will have something very, very light to eat. Generally it is again chicken and rice, but I do try and add a lot more vegetables into my food. So sometimes like I'll have like cauliflower, I will have like lentils. Like a lot of the stuff that you eat in Indian families can be like really, really healthy for you. But again, I eat my food very bland. There's no salt, there's not a lot of spices. I'm just kind of like focusing on the nutrition in the main ingredient. So if I'm having something like dal, I'll focus on like eating more of that because there's a lot of like fiber and protein in there, but I won't add a lot of salt or flavor. So I eat very like bland Indian food, or I will just steam up some vegetables and have those on the side. I love Asian broccoli, I love zucchini, mushrooms, red peppers. I'm trying to think of stuff I like, but I love all vegetables and fruits. And then generally on days like this, I'm not hungry again at night. I am just exhausted and I want to go to bed. So I will try and add photos of all the stuff that I'm saying. The most important thing that you have to remember is to drink water. And like I try and drink about 2.5 to 3 liters of water on my training days, and about 2 to 2.5 liters of water on my resting days. And like water is so important. When I don't drink water, I notice I get more tired, and then I will start drinking more coffee. Now coffee is extremely dehydrating. It flushes out the body, right? It makes you go to the bathroom a lot. So it actually depletes you of even more water. So if you're tired at work, or you've had a long day, or you're not noticing yourself losing weight, like when my clients come to me with these issues, the first question I ask them is, are you getting enough rest? Are you drinking enough water? Are you eating well? And then last but not least, I ask them, are you stressed? Like, do you have something going on in your life, your work, your family? So it's also very important for you to realize that your body works in unison. So your brain, your heart, your kidneys, your liver, everything has to be happy and healthy for it to work. So If there is like a malfunction somewhere, it affects everything else. So when you're depressed, you will notice some people like lose a lot of weight, some people get really fat. That is because that's your body's response to some level of disturbance, anxiety, or stress. That stress could be physical, emotional, psychological, whatever. So make sure you are not just thinking, well, I'm eating everything all day long, why am I not losing weight? Maybe it's because you are sad, maybe you are stressed, maybe you are depressed at work, maybe you are unhappy in your relationship. These are things that you have to really address in your life because they also make a difference. Make sure you drink water. I love carrying a water bottle with me. I carry them with me when I go shopping, when I travel. I take them to work. I keep one at my desk next to my bed. I try and drink water a lot, and I have noticed how lethargic I feel when I don't drink water. I hope this video was helpful and it gave you a little bit of insight. Like I said, I am trying to get better at social media things, so I'm trying to post more information on Instagram. I just started posting like little workouts, so just bear with me as I get into it. I think that's it for this video. If you guys have other questions or other kind of like concerns you'd like me to address when it comes to training or hypothyroidism or your diet, ask away and I will try my best to answer them. Hopefully kind of seeing or hearing about what I'm eating throughout the day helps you sort of like think about what you're doing and maybe makes you reflect on whether you're doing something right or wrong, what you need to change. Maybe you're just eating the right thing at the wrong time. It could be anything, right? Let's stay in touch, okay? Make sure you write, message, call, okay? And we will talk again very soon, I hope. But if we don't talk here, we can talk on Instagram, no problem. Okay, just add me. Bye.